I'm here at one of our campuses in the LA Community College District, and I happen to come across a colleague of mine who we both used to work at LA Trade Tech, and her name is Lisa Legohn. And I'm very excited because she is like a leader and well known in the area of welding. So we're just going to ask her a few questions and find out more about that field. Okay. All right, Lisa, tell us a little bit about what you do and how you started doing it.
Okay, I teach welding at Los Angeles Trade Technical College. I started welding in a regional occupational program, which is abbreviated ROPs, in the late 70s. And I was going through a list and I saw welding and I didn't know what welding was. And so I said, what is welding? And I don't really think the concept was too familiar with welding, but she said, you put on this helmet and it shoots fire.
Right.
I said, that sounds rebellious enough. Send me there. I go and I see all these gentlemen and I said, wow, where's the females? Well, at that time, it was not considered non-traditional. They called it a man's job. So
Okay.
I decided, okay, this is fun. A lot of guys. This is welcoming. And what captivated me, the instructor came out and he said, welding is the art of fusion. And I was captivated.
That's interesting. The art of fusion.
The art of fusion. I didn't know what fusion was, but I was captivated.
Yeah.
The next Saturday, I came back after safety tests and all, struck the arc and fell in love.
Oh.
And been welding ever since.
What drew you to it? What attracted you to it when you got a taste of it?
I could take an electrode that's 1/8 of an inch and weld something, and it could hold 70,000 pounds per square inch minimum. I was captivated. I was captivated that I could heat metal and bend it and twist it, mild carbon steel, and reheat it, and it would go back to almost its original form. I never equated elasticity to metal, something so dense and hard. But with a little heat, I could bend it and twist it and reheat it and twist it back to almost its original shape.
It sounds like you're describing some combination of physics and chemistry.
It is. Metal behaves in its surrounding environment.
Wow.
It has an optical part to it.
Right.
It has
right.
characteristics.
Right.
So I always say it has a human dimension.
Ah, that's
and
wonderful.
So 50% of things that are fabricated in the United States contain a welding component, whether it's plastic or metal. And a lot of people don't realize plastic welding. When, say, for instance, you buy a Starbucks cup, that's plastic welded. So 50%, what I love about welding, you can go anywhere in the world. You can work inside, you can work outside, you can work alone. It offers a variety.
So a wide vast of options of where you can work.
Welding would take you as far as your elimination will go, your mind, not elimination, as far as your vision.
Imagination. There you go.
I'm a little.
That's all right.
Coffee, but it will take you there.
Yeah.
Structural, aerospace, art, you name it. 50% a welding component. And welding supports other disciplines as well. Plumbing, electrical.
Okay.
So
all of those fields also need welders. And then there's also, I've seen, where they make the beautiful gates and
that's
the artistry part of it, right?
We had an art. He graduated. His name is Harsayer. His sculptures now at 10 feet start at 100,000.
Okay, that is amazing.
So there's a world of opportunities. Whatever country you go to, they're going to need it.
They're going to need it.
Any city, any state.
Wow. So what do you need? What do you need to get into it, to get started? How much training and how much time do you have to invest?
It depends in which area you would like to go.
Okay.
In. We strongly advise if you don't have a high school diploma, get a GED. You can still enter a community college and take a welding course. We always strongly suggest you do the 2-year program. Now, there's other programs that offer, but if you come to a 2-year community college, you come out with a combination welding, not
Okay.
just one type of welding.
Okay.
So you can gas metal arc, flux core arc, shielded metal arc. It's just a variety of welding. So you would be equipped to work in aerospace, structural, mufflers, you name it. So you have the whole plethora than just one discipline.
Now, you also work at a school. You work at a school, a unique school, LA Trade Tech College, that has a variety of trades being taught at that campus. Is there a collaboration between what happens in the welding program with what happens with other trades there?
They are, because automotive students take welding because it embellishes their trade. I don't work on cars, but I've welded pretty much everything on a car.
Oh, wow.
So they go hand in hand.
Got it.
The electricians, if you're an electrician and you have a certification and light gauge, that's metal 3/16 and less of an inch. And then you get more.
All right.
Because you have that certification in welding.
Now, let's get down to the real deal, Lisa. How much can you expect to make on a range in this field? Let's say starting range, and then maybe after some years of experience.
You know, I have to be honest. That depends on what company you work to.
Okay.
And what you put yourself work at.
Okay.
There are people who are willing to take less. And some companies you can start 40, 50, depending what you're doing.
40, 50,000 or 40, 50 an hour?
An hour. You can make a good welder's going to make 100,000 easy. Okay. Now, you may not start out with that. You may start out with 50. Again, it depends on the company you're working for and what type of welding you're doing.
Is this a field you can do part-time?
You can.
Okay. All right.
So I used to teach full-time and weld on the side part-time.
Okay.
So I still do. I've done shows for the Discovery Channel.
I thought you did. Yeah, that's right.
10 episodes of a TV show called Big. I've done 3 episodes of Monster Garage. I've done a show called Road Trip Nation, where young people were exploring career technical education, the trades.
How's the field treating women these days?
Better.
Okay.
There's still biases.
You've probably seen it all. Huh?
Seen it all, been there. But your work speaks for itself.
Nice. That's wonderful. Your excellence takes you beyond the biases.
Beyond that.
Yeah.
As long as you present yourself, you're not there to prove anything.
Yeah.
Let your work speak for itself.
And that would speak for gender or race bias or anything. As long as you focus on what? Just being the best, huh?
Being the best.
Yeah.
I let my signature be my weld.
Excellent. Excellent. So it sounds like you're a person who has found their purpose and their mission in life.
Oh, I love it. I love empowering and equipping people. And one thing I love about welding, it's not bias. You can have a felon. Now, 15% of my students come from correctional facilities, and I've seen them change their lives.
That's important to know.
They're making a great living, because if you get in a union, even if you have a felon, you can. Now, there are some jobs you cannot with a felon.
Right.
But welding is a second, third, fourth chance profession.
Great possibilities.
Great possibilities.
Again, that's how you talked about it, even with how you do it with the mixture of chemistry and physics and understanding the weights and all of that. And it just sounds like a world of possibilities.
It is.
All right.
It extends, like, as far as your imagination will take you, so will welding.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Get out of this cold. All right. Hey, guys. Leave me a comment on the video that you're watching. I want to know what you think. And also, go to the link in the description box below so I can keep you up to date with glue and how to live that good life. Take care. Now, before you leave, don't forget, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out the next videos.